change your oil, you feel good about it. You drive away thinking your engine is protected. But what if the filter you just screwed on is the one part in that entire service doing more harm than good? Oil filters are one of the most overlooked components in Ford maintenance, and the market is flooded with options that look identical on the outside but perform completely differently once your engine is running. Today we are going over 7 oil filters you should never put in your Ford, and 5 that actually do the job right. Here is why this hits closer to home than most people realize. A bad oil filter does not announce itself. It does not throw a code, it does not make a noise, and it does not cause a problem you can trace back to it on the day it fails. What it does is allow contaminants into your oil passages, collapse under pressure at the wrong moment, or bypass filtration entirely when your engine needs it most. By the time you see the damage, scored bearings, worn camshafts, sludge-coated passages, the filter is long gone, and the repair bill is already written. Here is one thing worth knowing before we go any further. The oil filter on your Ford is not just a passive strainer sitting there catching dirt. It is an active component with a bypass valve, an anti-drainback valve, and a filter media that needs to hold up under pressure spikes, temperature swings, and extended drain intervals. When any one of those elements is cheaply made, your engine oil is not being fully protected, even if the filter physically fits and the oil looks clean on the dipstick. Filter 1. The no-name brand filters from online marketplaces. Picture this. You are scrolling through an online retailer and you find an oil filter listed for your specific Ford at a price that seems almost too good. 4 filters for $6. Free shipping. Hundreds of reviews. You think, how bad can it be? It fits the same thread, it has the same dimensions, it says it works with your engine. So you buy it, you install it, and you move on. The problem is what is happening inside that filter while your engine runs. No-name filters sourced from unverified overseas manufacturers frequently use filter media that does not meet the micron rating your Ford engine requires. The bypass valve, which opens to allow oil flow when the filter is cold or partially clogged, may be calibrated at the wrong pressure, meaning it opens too early and routes unfiltered oil directly into your engine passages on every cold start. The anti-drainback valve, which holds oil in the filter when the engine is off so your next startup is not a dry one, is often made from flimsy rubber that degrades within months. The consequence plays out slowly. Every cold start, unfiltered oil hits your bearings before the filter can do its job. Over tens of thousands of miles, the abrasive wear that accumulates is not dramatic. It is gradual. But bearings do not care whether damage comes fast or slow. It still shortens their life. On a Ford EcoBoost where oil pressure and filtration are critical to turbocharger lubrication, this is not a minor concern. A turbo bearing failure on these engines can cost you anywhere from $1,500 to well over $3,000. The filter saved you $1.50. The repair will not. Filter 2. Rebranded wholesale. Filters sold under familiar-sounding names. This one catches more people than the obvious no-name products, because these filters are packaged to look legitimate. They carry names that sound like established brands. The box design mimics premium packaging. The part number cross-references correctly. But peel back the marketing and what you often find is a filter manufactured to the lowest possible specification, rebranded for retail margins, and sold through auto parts stores that stock them simply because they are cheap to carry. The tell is almost always in the filter media itself. Quality oil filter media, the material that actually catches particles, is typically a blend of synthetic and cellulose fibers engineered to trap particles down to a specific micron size without restricting oil flow. Cheap rebranded filters often use a higher proportion of cellulose, which absorbs moisture, degrades faster, and begins to shed material into your oil as it breaks down. That means the filter is not just failing to catch contaminants, it is adding them. Ford engines, particularly the Coyote 5-liter V8 and the EcoBoost family, have tight oil passage tolerances. Particles that pass through or shed from a degrading filter do not stay suspended harmlessly. They migrate to the areas of highest friction and lowest clearance. Cam journals, lifter bores, and turbo bearings are the first casualties. A rebranded filter that costs $2 less than a verified quality option is not a bargain. It is a liability disguised as savings. Filter 3. Filters with the wrong bypass valve pressure rating. This is a technical failure point that most DIY Ford owners never think about, and it is one of the more dangerous ways a filter can quietly hurt your engine. Every oil filter has a bypass valve set to open at a specific pressure differential, typically somewhere between 8 and 25 pounds per square inch depending on the engine. When the pressure across the filter exceeds that threshold, the valve opens and oil flows around the filter media rather than through it. This bypass exists for a reason. On a cold start, oil is thick and flows slowly. The filter media creates resistance. Without a bypass, an engine could be starved of oil pressure in the first critical seconds of startup. The bypass valve is a safety mechanism, but it only works correctly when it is calibrated for your specific engine. Generic filters are sometimes built with a one-size-fits-all bypass valve that opens at the wrong pressure for your Ford, either too low, routing unfiltered oil during normal operation, or too high, restricting flow during cold starts when your engine needs oil most urgently. Ford specifies bypass valve ratings in their service documentation for a reason. Running a filter with the wrong calibration on a turbocharged engine is particularly consequential because the turbocharger relies entirely on pressurized filtered oil for bearing lubrication. A bypass valve that opens too readily means that every time oil pressure spikes, which happens constantly during normal driving, the turbo is receiving unfiltered oil. That contamination builds up on turbo shaft bearings over time and accelerates wear in a component that spins at over 100,000 revolutions per minute. Filter 4. Filters that advertise. Extended intervals without verified media. Extended drain interval filters, the ones marketed for 15,000 or even 20,000 miles, have become increasingly popular as oil change intervals have stretched on modern Fords. The idea is appealing. Change your oil less often, save time, save money. And with a quality filter and a full synthetic oil, extended intervals are genuinely viable. The problem is when the filter making that claim has not verified its media can actually sustain filtration efficiency across that interval. Cheap extended interval filters use marketing language as a selling point, not an engineering commitment. The filter media degrades over time as it accumulates particles and as the oil flowing through it changes in viscosity and chemistry. A filter that starts strong can lose 20 to 30% of its filtration efficiency halfway through a long drain interval if the media was not built to hold up. And unlike a clearly failed component, a degraded filter looks fine from the outside. The oil coming off the dipstick may even look acceptable, but contamination is building in your passages. On Ford's intelligent oil life monitoring systems, which calculate change intervals based on driving conditions, temperatures, and engine load rather than a fixed mileage number, pairing those algorithms with a filter that cannot match the interval is a recipe for trouble. The system was calibrated with the assumption that the filter is maintaining its rated efficiency. If it is not, you are running on false confidence. When in doubt, run a verified quality filter and change it on the shorter end of the recommended interval, rather than trusting an unverified extended mileage claim on the box. Filter 5. Diesel filters installed on gasoline engines. This one sounds too obvious to need mentioning, but it happens, especially among newer DIY mechanics who are cross-referencing part numbers and find a filter that appears to fit. Diesel engine oil filters are built around different flow rate requirements, different bypass valve pressures, and different filtration micron ratings than gasoline engine filters. A diesel filter on a Ford gasoline engine, particularly the EcoBoost, will almost certainly have the wrong bypass calibration and may restrict oil flow in ways that damage bearings within a single oil change interval. The thread pitch and physical dimensions can be close enough that a diesel filter installs and seals without obvious issues. The engine runs, no warning light appears, but the oil pressure characteristics inside a gasoline engine do not match what that filter was designed to manage. The bypass opens at the wrong time, or does not open when it should, and your engine is either getting unfiltered oil during normal operation or insufficient oil pressure during cold starts. Neither outcome is acceptable. Always verify you are purchasing a filter cross-referenced specifically to your Ford's engine designation, not just its thread size. Filter 6. Magnetic aftermarket filters with unverified bypass systems. Magnetic oil filters have grown in popularity within the performance Ford community, particularly among Mustang owners who like the idea of capturing metallic wear particles that standard media might miss. The concept has genuine merit in theory. Ferrous particles in oil are a real concern on high-performance engines, and magnetic capture adds a layer of protection that paper or synthetic media cannot provide on its own. The problem is the aftermarket magnetic filter market is largely unregulated, and many of the products sold online combine a magnetic element with a bypass valve system that has never been independently tested or verified against Ford's specifications. The magnet works fine, but if the bypass valve is made from a material that degrades in contact with synthetic oil additives, which many cheap rubber compounds do, you are eventually running an open bypass that routes oil around all filtration entirely. The magnet catches metal, everything else goes straight through. If you are interested in magnetic filtration for your Ford, the correct approach is to use a verified OEM or OEM equivalent filter as your primary filtration component and add a secondary magnetic drain plug, rather than relying on an unverified all-in-one magnetic filter unit. That approach gives you the particle capture benefit without compromising the bypass system integrity that your engine depends on every time you start it. Filter 7. Old stock filters past their shelf life. This is the sleeper failure that almost nobody talks about. Oil filters have a shelf life, and it is shorter than most people assume. The rubber components inside a filter, specifically the anti-drainback valve and the seal gasket, are made from elastomers that begin to degrade the moment they are manufactured. Exposure to heat, light, and time causes the rubber to harden, crack, and lose its sealing capability. An oil filter sitting in a warehouse, on a store shelf, or in your garage for several years may look perfectly fine in its packaging, but be functionally compromised before you ever install it. The industry standard shelf life for most oil filters is around 5 years from the manufacturing date, but many discount suppliers and online marketplace sellers move old stock without transparency about manufacture dates. A filter packaged 3 years ago and stored in a warm warehouse may have a degraded anti-drainback valve that allows oil to drain back into the sump every time your engine shuts off. That means your next startup, especially a cold one, involves several seconds of dry or near-dry contact on your cam lobes, lifters, and bearing surfaces before oil pressure fully builds. Over time, those cumulative dry starts cause wear that compounds with every oil change interval. 5 filters that actually work in your Ford. Now for the other side of this. After everything you just heard about what to avoid, here are the 5 oil filters that consistently deliver verified performance in Ford gasoline engines and earn their place on the recommended list. Motorcraft is first, and it is not just on this list because it is Ford's own brand. Motorcraft filters are engineered to Ford's exact specifications. Correct bypass pressure, verified media construction, and anti-drainback valves tested to the temperatures and pressures your specific engine generates. For any Ford still under warranty or recently out of it, Motorcraft is the straightforward answer that eliminates every variable on the bad filter list. Wix is second. Wix has been manufacturing filtration products since the 1940s, and their oil filter line is consistently well regarded among independent engineers and professional mechanics. Their media construction, bypass valve calibration, and build quality have held up across decades of third-party testing. Wix filters are widely available, reasonably priced, and a proven choice for Ford owners who prefer not to use OEM parts. Purolator. Pure One is third. Purolator's premium line uses a synthetic blend media that outperforms standard cellulose filters in both particle capture efficiency and flow restriction characteristics. For EcoBoost owners specifically, the Pure One line's filtration efficiency at small micron sizes makes it a strong choice for engines where tight tolerances demand cleaner oil. Bosch Distance Plus is fourth. Bosch brings serious engineering credentials to their oil filter line, and the Distance Plus series is built for extended drain intervals with verified media that maintains efficiency across the full interval. If you are running full synthetic oil and using Ford's Oil Life Monitor to guide your change intervals, Bosch Distance Plus is a filter that can genuinely keep up. Royal Purple Extended Life rounds out the 5th spot. Royal Purple is well known in the performance Ford community, and their oil filter line is built to complement the full synthetic oils that EcoBoost and Coyote owners tend to run. The synthetic media construction, verified bypass calibration, and robust anti-drainback valve design make it a legitimate premium option for owners who want maximum protection between changes. The bottom line: your engine does not know how much you paid for your oil filter. It only knows whether the oil flowing through its passages is clean, pressurized, and arriving at the right time. 7 categories of filters on this list fail that standard. Some through poor media, some through wrong bypass calibration, some through degraded rubber components that were never going to hold up, and 5 filters pass it consistently across real-world conditions in the engines Ford actually builds. The cheapest oil filter at the pump is not a deal. It is a deferred cost that will show up eventually in a repair estimate, not a parts receipt. Spend the extra few dollars on a filter that was actually engineered for your engine. Change it on schedule. Use the right oil weight. Those 3 habits alone will do more for the long-term health of your Ford than almost any other maintenance decision you make. If this video helped you think differently about what goes on your engine, subscribe so you never miss another one. We have got more Ford content coming that your dealer definitely does not want you to see.